Hi, my name is David Vinjamori, and this is Brand New. In Brand News today, Saucony is selling a new sneaker inspired by a millennial food trend. The Shadow 6000 Avocado Toast combines brown leather and green textured suede with red pepper flake speckles on the collar lining. Avocado toast, for any of you who are not millennials, has got to be the world's worst healthy breakfast item. It's basically just a green slice of flavorless vegan butter on that toast we thought wasn't even good for us anymore. Good news for Saucony though, the shoe is already sold out. Next up for the sneaker brand, the Asahi Bowl Trail Runner. Hate doing laundry? Tide has a solution. Instead of just making laundry cleaner, the Procter & Gamble brand wants to make it easier too. Tide has actually been in the fluff and fold business, that's cleaning, drying, folding, and delivering laundry, for a little over 3 years starting in Chicago. Now they're planning on expanding the business over 2,000 outlets nationally by next year. Because that's exactly what parents of millennials want after 26 years of doing the damn laundry for their kids. A place where they can use mom's credit card to get it done for them. This week, John Mayer and Vanity Fair jointly win the award for the most obscure inside entertainment joke. It started when the New York Times announced that Vanity Fair magazine's legendary After Oscars party was played out. The magazine responded by disinviting the New York Times reporters scheduled to cover that party, who, by the way, were not the reporters who broke the story. Classy. Anyhow, John Mayer, who may possibly not have been invited to that party, decided to reenact it in real time in his own home. And it was actually pretty convincing. On his Instagram account, Mayer posted, "I just want you to know there's a Vanity Fair red carpet in my house and Halsey's posing on it. This is the most fun thing I've ever done in my life." Then he broadcast the party on his IGTV show, Current Mood. Not quite done, Mayer somehow connected his party with the other Vanity Fair, that completely unrelated consumer brand that makes white paper napkins for parties. He pitched the idea for a Vanity Fair commercial, and Vanity Fair actually produced that commercial within a week.
Few minutes.
Hey, can I get your number?
Yeah.
No. Don't write it on that napkin. That's a Vanity Fair napkin.
How else am I supposed to give you the number?
If you're going to deface Vanity Fair napkins, I don't think I want it anymore.
So, well done, Vanity Fair. Who'd have thought that between you and the A-list magazine party, you'd have the more interesting brand? Ferrari's dropping the Mission Winnow logo from its Formula One cars. The fabled Formula One racing team will not display the logo for the Australian Grand Prix this week. You may ask, what's Mission Winnow? And that's a good question because apparently almost no one knew. This may be why the sponsorship initially snuck by Australian regulators. What Mission Winnow really does is not an easy question to answer, but the part that got the logo removed is that it's owned by Philip Morris, the cigarette company whose advertising is banned in Australia. It's actually worth reading what's on the Mission Winnow website to see just how absurd an attempt this is to create some pretext for calling this some kind of foundation. First, you have this. Mission Winnow has a simple goal: drive change by constantly searching for better ways of doing things. From world-leading engineers and scientists to cutting-edge creatives, the people at PMI and our partners at Scuderia Ferrari and Ducati have the know-how to challenge the status quo, drive revolutionary change, and be champions. Then you see this. PMI is transforming and the change is real. Our vision is of a better future. We want to transform not only our company, but an entire industry for the benefit of the world's 1.1 billion smokers and society as a whole. Now, in case you missed it, PMI is Philip Morris, though that name in full is nowhere to be found on the website. And the combined nonsense just doesn't make sense. Are they saying that depriving the world of oxygen for 100 years makes them the ideal folks to help with the science of high-speed racing? Or maybe tobacco is the missing ingredient in the perfect Formula One design? All of this just goes to show that there is no end to what a company that has cost the world billions of dollars in public health expenditures will do to promote its highly profitable but undeniably deadly products. And you want to know the worst part? And this is true, it's not even certain that Formula One will drop this charade past Australia, unless the Ferrari team is lured by profits that could get even higher. Late last year, Chobani launched Gimmies, Greek yogurt snacks for kids including milkshakes and yogurt tubes. To promote Gimmies, they're about to roll out a line of clothing. Ad Age reports that the clothing line will feature both hoodies and onesies, as well as jean jackets and a beanbag chair. The new clothing is guaranteed to make your 10-year-old look like the Brooklyn hipster you wish he was, and equally guaranteed to get him beat up before he makes it off the playground. In our main story today, parents around the U.S. were terrified by the Momo challenge, a supposed viral phenomenon featuring a creepy-looking bird persuading kids to kill themselves. The outrage mounted, fueled by a post from Kim Kardashian to her 129 million Instagram followers. Then, the news media piled on, with local news stations from Sheboygan to Sitka warning parents of the horrors waiting for their children on YouTube. Apparently, though, nobody bothered to check to see whether Momo was actually a real thing. In fact, there were no cases of kids killing themselves and no kids' video playlists with Momo found urging them to slit their wrists between cartoons. And that's the problem. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm happy that Momo is only the product of a slightly disturbed Japanese sculpture and not harming real children. And it's certainly also true that letting kids watch playlists on YouTube unattended is not a good idea, and there are plenty of disturbing things that get inserted into those lists even if they don't quite capture the imagination the way that Momo did. The problem is our reaction to Momo, which is pretty much the same as our reaction to thousands of other pieces of sketchy information that fly at us from news feeds. We didn't see the reports, view the news skeptically, and then seek more information to try to confirm or deny the rumors. Instead, we just reacted. There are plenty of real live people preying on these same kind of reactions every single day. Whether it's left or right-wing politicians trying to grab your cash by spreading rumors that aren't true, foreign state-sponsored troll factories ginning up not just fake stories but fake people to spread them to further their own geopolitical aims, or lazy or overcredulous conspiracy theorists pumping out the story of the day, these stories and our reaction to them hurts the real value we gain from online social networks. So the next time you see a story that's just a little too perfect or a little too outrageous, do what Elmo does and just take a breath before you share. That's brand new for this week. See you next time.